Dollars, $8. What the fuck going on, y'all? What's poppin', everybody? How was your weekend? Hope everybody Gucci. You were ready? Poppin', man. Got to chill with the grandkid. Great Sunday. And Saturday dedicated to that Odyssey movie, Odysseus. Fire. Go check it out. I just wanted to chime in on that one. I need folks to go check it out. I know a lot of folks ain't into movies or dialogue type movies, but this shit had some action. It had great sequences, dope footage. Shout out to Christopher Nolan and word man. Yo, what's poppin', Shana? How you? Yo, go check out Odyssey, man. You know what I mean? Dope movie. You know what I mean? If you don't like that type of flow, you know what I'm saying? Toy Story was another good one though. But word man, that Odyssey movie was kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. My bad. Everybody just dropped this little Clippersaurus. All right. We're gonna smoke, we're gonna maintain. What's popping, Christy? Good morning, everybody. What's popping, man? How was y'all weekend? Hope everybody was good. Weathery, looking weathery, you know what I mean? Cheeseburger in the fuck Boricua, nigga. What's popping, everybody? It's $8, random. You know what the fuck going on, man? We outside, inside, we everywhere. Hope everybody doing good. What's popping, cheese? What up, Christy? What's popping, Hashana? Puerto Rico. What's popping, man? Hope everybody doing good, man. Cheeseburger, go check out Odyssey, man. That shit was kind of lit, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I am not going to lie. Shit was about 3 hours. Feel like you get your money's worth if you on it like that, right? Sneak in the put the sour patch, put the 20-ounce soda in the bag. You know what I mean? But yo, have a great one, man. What's poppin', man? Cheeseburger, how was your weekend, man? Christy, how was your weekend? How was little man? Everybody good? Hashana, hope you good, man. Hope everybody doing beautifully. You heard? We're gonna smoke, roast a little bit, you know what I mean? Just talk about that. Look at Christy. Always, 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 man. Like I said, hope everybody just been, vibing, chilling. You know what I mean? We can be going about fast. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like we Friday came, Shorty came out late. We went and got some dessert. You know what I mean? I got sweet tooth. We bugged out, had a good time. Um, caught up on Silo. I've been telling folks watch Silo. What up, Greek? I'm doing good, Greek. Chilling, 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 maintaining. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm telling everybody with the name Greek, man. I hope you go see Odyssey, man. It was a dope movie, very dope movie, man. I don't want to give nothing away. I don't want to say shit. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep saying it was a dope movie. Travis Scott opens up the sequence. Really dope, man. If you concentrate on dialogue and everything. What up, Ethan? What's popping, everybody? Yo, we got the room popping. Good looking on the thumbs up, everybody. We in the fucking buildings. $8, random. You know how we give it up on this side. We chilling. We got Odyssey conversation talking about. You know what I mean? Homer and Iliad. You know what I mean? Um, so long story short, I got Odyssey. The beginning texts were poems and songs that they spoke about this hero named Odysseus, and come find out, Odysseus becomes a real non-fictional character. Like he was a real human, man. Penelope was his wife. So long story short, if you don't know his tale, he leaves 10 years to go fight this Trojan War. If you don't know, the Trojan War was with the horse, and then they bring it into their base at nighttime. They sneak out the horse and handle a BI. All of that is true. The city of Troy getting burnt down to the ground, that all is true, and it all coincides perfectly with you know uh Odysseus and everybody else. You know what I mean? But I always like Greek and Egyptian, the mythology or legends, or we found out just recently too that Hercules was a real dude. We found his cave that he was born in, coins, all type of shit. So it's very, my brain goes. So if those things are real, why aren't the dragons, the giants, the creatures of the sea real? You understand me? So I got a firm belief system that a lot of things people wrote down, and if you got it, if you know, you know. Back then, papyrus, and people weren't just writing books making up shit, let's just say, right? Like if you were writing, first of all, you had to be a scripture or some type of high power or position to be writing, right? And they had a bunch of people reading old books, old scriptures, and reformatting them into modern books, you know what I'm saying? And this is of the course from 0 all the way to 1200 BC AD. You know how the Romans wrote, you know what I mean? So you had the Troy, you had the Odysseus Odyssey, and then you got 300, you know what I mean? So I like the Romans, man. Remember, yo, Romans were very harsh when it came to perfection. So if they saw the baby have any imperfections, they threw that motherfucker off the cliff. You heard? And it ran for animals as well. So a lot of Romans were just almost the perfect, specimen type niggas, right? So I always, that movie 300 was real. 300 men fought a lot of, they lost, but they fucking, upheld thousands and thousands of fucking Persians. You know what I mean? Shout out to Leonidas. Shout out to, you know what I mean? I just love the whole that Roman Greek. And then if you don't know, Greek and the Romans used to travel to Egypt because Egypt was just this like, what the fuck is going on there? Then you had Atlantis. So a lot of shit was like, bugging out back then. Like we just think it was just hunter gatherers. Niggas was just shitting, pissing on the floor. Nah, them niggas live crazy. You good, Christy? What happened? Yeah, I don't even want to ask, but I hope you're doing good, Christy. What up, Hashan? I hope y'all doing good. But what up, y'all? I'm just going off on a tangent. I hope you guys see Odyssey. Like I'm saying, it's a dope ass fucking movie, and we're gonna just talk on other things. Now Sunday comes, and we're chilling with the little man. We took him to the park. We were gonna go Chuck E. Cheese, right? Because it was hot, right? That would have been. I should have just listened to Baby Girl, but we went to the park. It was fucking hot, nasty, but little kids don't see it like that. He was just like, he would touch the slide and various little playground things, and he was like, it's too hot. So we went to like a little shade area, and he was just chilling with the kite. We were hiding toys, playing hide and go seek. You know what I'm saying? Like just it felt very old school, like, and the kid was into it, right? Like, sometimes you feel like just handing an iPad over, and that's not a good look. Segue, yo, I saw a video. Type this in, y'all. A 16-year-old girl literally bugged fuck out because her parents took the iPad and phone from her. Yo, she went crazy, like, ooh, like call nine, please someone call 911. Word, shorty went fucking bananas, man. That's a factory. Yeah, Christy. I love Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, cheeseburger. Remember Chuck E. Cheese? Like in New York, we had this thing called Fun Time USA, and that was like the pre Chuck E. Cheese. But Chuck E. Cheese for my kid was a dominant figure, man. And it was the Dave and Buster's for kids, right? And the kids got to enjoy. And it was indoors, AC. You see a big rat and all that cool stuff. And they had good pizza. I ain't gonna lie, the pizza was alright. But you fast forward, kids aren't even into it like that. You ask a kid nowadays, hey, you want to chill in the crib with the iPad or go to Chuck E. Cheese? Yo, I'm Roblox, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But we decided to park. Park was a good look because the heat got him tired. You know what I mean? It drained him, but he fights it. He fights his sleep because he doesn't want to go home. You know what I mean? When you with grandma and grandpa, and then you wake up and you at the crib again, you're like, yo, I just missed the, you know what I'm saying? So he was fighting it. We was watching shout out to Peppa Pig. You know what I mean? Shout out to Peppa Pig and Bluey, them shit, them. And then we played on the floor. He ate his food, bugged out. And then I laid down. I'm watching Mario Brothers, the most recent one. And he come lay right next to me and pass out. Boom. Such a beautiful, you know what I mean? Like when kids sleep next to you, it's such a gorgeous thing. You know what I mean? Because it's a form of protection, and I'm knocking out, Papa. But we had a good time, man. I ain't gonna complain, like I said. You know what I mean? But I think we could all be adults right now. What up, Nene D? And start segueing and talk about that iPad. Like, I saw a teacher, W's in the chat. You already know what the fuck going on, man. Streaming University. Now, let me stop. But yo, I think we could all agree that I saw a teacher talking about like, you know how we used to talk about each generation and shit. She says that alpha generation are wild. They don't. The separation between tablet and them is even stronger. They don't want to learn for nothing. They think they know it all. It's about running, fighting, wilding, cursing. Yo, and it's getting wild, man. And yeah, we got to bring back accountability and shaming on the parents, man. What's in the crib sometimes got to stay there, but kids can't. You can't expect the kid to do that. You know how many stories kids brought the parents gun to school or drugs, right? Like things like this happen, man. So this is why I always tell folk, be careful how you around kids. They absorb everything, and then they're gonna bring it to school and act crazy. And now sometimes it's not even the parent; it's the damn iPad. They absorbing all this crazy shit. Kids are walking to school thinking they Adrian Broner and shit with the big beep out. Yo, what up, my nigga? Shout out to Adrian Broner, man. He working out. His shit is this is why I tell folk the difference between a lot of sports and when it comes to boxing. I think that take away the boxing and getting knocked in the head, but the regimen, the working out part, I swear to God, when it comes to soccer and boxing, I tell folk if you want stamina and you want to learn how to use your hands, boxing and football, man. And if you can't do football, do track, right? Anything running, continuing, opening your lungs. You don't want your lungs to close. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you 40, can't even walk upstairs. You heard? So, word, man. What happened? And they was running wild in the chat today, knocking down all the Dusty info line. Oh, Dusty's into line. Yeah, Kissy, that's one thing they do, man. You know, yo, you get to this point in life where it's not like you want to convert people to act like you, but you just wonder why the fuck people act like this. Yo, there's a video going viral. An old man slapped this kid because during you go to the baseball games, they do the pledge of allegiance and all that. Yo, my man sitting down on the phone. So the old man he said nicely, "Yo, can you stand up, man? Yo, I fought for this country. Yo, just stand up. It's only 5 seconds, man. We're gonna sit back down through the whole game." Yo, he ain't even give him words, and I think that burns people more is this new generation where you could converse with them and they don't even have words back, like, and I don't know if they think that's slick or something, but that's just getting them slapped in their fucking head. So long story short, the old man went bakata, hit that nigga like a motherfucker, man. And guess what he did? He stood the fuck up. Yup. That part. Yo, the scamming community, the begging community, the fake investments, the meme, all this nonsense, yo, family. Yo, you just saw like a bunch of bloods try to take like 3 mil, 8 mil. Like, yo, people don't want to work no more. Motherfuckers just want to take yo shit that you work hard for. Nobody want to put in no work no more. It's kind of whack, if you ask me. Go and do you. You wake up early, you got all that time, do something with it. Even if it's just 2 hours of your life, man. Try to do something productive. So then the next day, it follows, right? Like the more productivity and positivity you doing, you start, doing more of it. But if you just on your ass doing nothing, receiving checks, of course you ain't, A, you ain't gonna see life, but B, you just gonna be miserable. And that's what happens. These motherfuckers are miserable. It's the weirdest shit. You give niggas a house, EBT, all this. Yo, y'all don't even have to work, and y'all still miserable. Don't even know how to raise kids. Think everything is a game. Talking out of your fucking mouths. Think y'all gangster. All this nonsense. Only running packs because by yourself you ain't shit. I catch you by yourself. It's over. You heard? I'm a poker. I don't play. Life is not to be played with. I'm starting to see a lot of like they having a lot of religious battles, right? Um, a lot of Muslims versus the Christian, and they reading each other's psalms and page this one. It's like, yo, family. Why can't we just be normal? Why can't we just respect and that's it? If that shit ain't yours, that's not fucking yours, man. Don't touch it. You heard? If the only way you know how to get it is by doing greasy shit, go somewhere else with your shit, man. And then get mad when you locked up sucking meat. How that my fault? Make it make sense. But look at that beautiful view though. Look at the view. None of them want to do shit. See, yo, and then they go to you. Yo, ma, you ain't working, you ain't doing shit. Yo, family, why you think we have resumes? Why you think we have what we did? That's the thing. Y'all niggas don't even work in your 20s and 30s, but complain about us that been working since 13? Are you fucking serious? We've worked in construction jobs. No OSHA, no fucking harness, no helmets, a fucking baseball hat, and your man's drinking, and the other man's doing heroin, and you working your ass off making cement by hand because they ain't get the machine yet. What? That's the thing. Y'all too much into what you do, what you did. What the fuck does that mean? Matter what the fuck I'm doing, what you doing? I'm chilling. I'm gravy. I'm Gucci. I promise y'all, I'm fucking Gucci. I don't worry. Even when I was in NY, I never worried. I never stressed. I never fucking. You don't do those things. Motherfuckers is walking around miserable and they don't do nothing. Shouldn't the guy that just did 60, 70 hours be all fucked up? No, that nigga's hype. He got out of work, right? Yo, got the second win. You know that second win when it's 4:59 and you like, yo, you dead ass tired. But once you get out of work, you like, yo, isn't it funny? Like the air that's in jobs. I swear to Mommyville, every time I would leave, clock out, yo, second wind. I'm like, yo, that's funny. That's funny. I was dead ass about to sleep right now, and now yeah, let's get it. You know what I mean? So, yo, man, stop checking people's pockets. Stop worrying about my resume, your resume. Just do you. Do you. Y'all motherfuckers worrying too much. And then let 10 years fly. So niggas was 20, now they 30, now they even more angry. Y'all niggas ain't tell us shit was gonna get real. We been telling y'all to stack your paper and stop playing with life. But you rather hear it from NBA Youngboy. You rather listen to Little Dirt. You rather listen to fucking Drewski and all these goofy niggas. That's not our fault. It's the people you choose, man. Look at us. What y'all been doing? Who gives a fuck what we doing? We hitting 56, right? We out of here. Yo, remember, yo, I swear to Mommyville, when we were younger, we respected the older folk like that. Like, yo, yeah. In fact, niggas, when they were 40, niggas looked 60 when in 80s, 90s. Word to Mommyville. So now we looking good. Niggas think we got the energy to keep. No, man, don't worry about how I look, man, and how how healthy. Don't worry about that, man. I'm 44, 45, man. I'm about to hit. Yeah, hit that part, nigga. Don't worry, don't worry, Poppy. Don't worry, man. I'm with a beautiful woman. I ain't playing no games out here. Just worry about you. That's it. Yeah, and it is. Because we got these simple motherfuckers always buying into a story, and then when your cousin or your daughter need $5, you give them hell. It's weird. It's strange. I don't even want to dabble into the scam. Like I say my piece, which is fuck them niggas and get a job. But at the end of the day, man, yo, it's also the flip coin. Yo, if you a sucker, you a sucker, man. I ain't, you know that part, right, NND? Like, right? Like if you, but we trying to teach y'all. Be careful. Stop giving your information to everybody. Everybody's not your friend. Stop fucking dick riding niggas that got cars or jewelry. None of that shit means nothing at the end of the day. You don't got a trade. You don't got no brainium. You fucked in this world. So what? You got four wheels. If you don't got the money to put the gas in the four wheels, your shit is empty. Like your soul empty. I'm talking, man. We talking now. It's 2026, baby. Monday fun day, man. Bring it back to Sunday. You heard? What up, cheeseburger? But it's just I have a passion for it because like You know, they told us work harder, do this. Yo, we was doing two jobs when two jobs used to be like weird, meaning people would, yo, your boss will fire you if he found out you had two jobs in the 90s, 2000s to 2010, right? Now your boss is asking you, when can I fit you in the schedule? Because I know you got another job, right? So it's bugged out, man. It's bugged out. But what's poppin', cheeseburger? I need y'all to go see Odyssey. That movie is fuego, fire. Good looking on the thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate y'all. You heard? We strong arm in this chat room, right? This channel is let's talk. Let's get it going, nene. What else is going on in this world, man? Yo, you heard Mr. Orange talking about there was bags that was supposed to be burnt that had info that they I don't know what's going on. Yo, first of all, we're telling you guys at 44, your body really starts aching and baking, right? That is just the previous life, the previous stuff you're doing, right? But if you take that out the water, ageism, nobody hiring because, uh, look, let's just say you got A, B, C, D, right? So A is experience. They don't want experienced workers because now you're gonna demand a certain pay and you're gonna know what you're doing, right? B, um, they want it to feel like it's like for the youth, right? Like, hey, look, we got the youth working, blah, 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 but that automatically means low pay. They have to pay them. Boom. See, these motherfuckers hate old heads. They hate us, bro. They hate the way we move. Now, yo, before it used to be like they were attacking boomers. Now they doing Gen X. Now they moving to millennials. Like they just blaming us all across the board. We never blame nobody. In fact, we wasn't doing the generational shit. Oh, Gen X versus Gen Z or the we used to be Gen X. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But I don't want you kids to wake up and then cause this streaming world, this little phone shit is already you see how it's falling, right? Go look at your illest motherfuckers. They view count is not what. Yo, I remember 10 years ago, you used to see a video post in an hour already had 1 million views, and you're like, what? That's I guess that movie got that video got motion, right? So you go peep it. Nah, we ain't even know these bots and all this shit. Motherfuckers was bomb views, all this craziness. And now when you see the real generic numbers, yo, some of these fucking sites or platforms ain't getting no views, man. And then you gotta add it's vacation, summertime, folks is out. It is what it is. I'll see y'all in September, October. We get right back into, scheduling programming. But damn, man, like then they said, we don't want you to wake up 40, 50. Then you don't know how to read, you got no skills, you got no, and then at that point, all you're gonna do is regress into anger. Because you're going to start blaming the world or people. Nobody takes accountability no more. That's a fact. Unless you 60, 40 to 60, those motherfuckers do. But every you heard. But when are we gonna stop blaming and start looking in the mirror? I have faults. Everybody does, man. We're not made here to be perfect. But it's a learning, it's a tug and pull situation. It's like, yo, I then I'm gonna hit you with this. Let's feed each other. Nobody, everybody feeding scams, everybody telling your moms to give me $100 here. We're gonna turn that shit to 3 million. Crazy work, man. I don't like it. It is what it is though. Like I say, man. And then the dating and kind of yo, there's a lot of weird shit happening all at the same time. It's kind of funny to me a little bit. Cause like I seen a video on World Star that was like, if you were born 70, 80s, a little 90s, 92, you were the last to see like a little family, the fun, money go a long way. A lot of, things happen in that, those years, you know what I'm saying? That I would never forget. You see my nostalgia tongue, my shit be spitting all the time. Cause I remember when it was really good times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we already, yo, they blame so much that they forget that they born from them too, right? Yo, I hate these niggas. Hold on, let me see my EBT, man. Like, what? You fucking, yo, make it make sense, please. That's all I want. And I think that's where we're gonna always bump heads because nobody want to make sense no more on this earth. You know what I mean? Because to make sense means to take accountability and have a solution. They don't want to have solutions for nothing no more. You know the amount of money California paid for that train that's not even is not even like a quarter built. It's like 2% built, but millions and almost billions of dollars have been poured into that. So my thing is, where's the money? Where is it? What happened? And then you go to another country for 10 million, they'll build that and some. What? Yeah, that part. That's why I'm trying to warn folk. Yeah, construction companies. Yeah, you guys are eating, charging all the shit, plumbers. When, when the money, when inflation gets too high, what is going to cost? What fucking 20 bands just to you know, have you fucking plunger my fucking toilet bowl? Make it like I said. And the way the government says, yeah, inflation is part of the economy. It always has been there. No, I remember shit being $2 for 10, 20 years, nigga. All this is after 08, 09. Y'all started playing with the prices and zooming them bitches up, zooming them down. I know what the fuck going on, man. I definitely do, man. And I see it. I see it live, man. But once again, I need my folks to check out Odyssey because the shit was lit. You know what else I want to talk about? Yo, my girl, what's her name? Dank? What's that girl name, man? Look at my shorty, man. Look at my shorty. Yo, did y'all see this? Blueface talking with a transformer on live IRL, and then when the front, oh yeah, I knew, nigga, you almost. I bet when the cameras cut off, you still try to catch it. Yo, you's a wild motherfuckers. Be wild when they think what they is, man. My son Brunson, my son Brunson caught the belt. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna marinate a little bit. Then I'm gonna end it. I'm trying to do like little half-hour joints, pop in, pop out. But word, man, I need folk to go see that Odyssey movie, man. That shit was dope as fuck, man. Here we go. We in the building. We in the building, ladies and gentlemen. It's fucking hot though. Yo, yesterday, I don't know wherever you guys were in this world, man. Tell me like the temperature, cause yesterday was motherfucking hot, hot in California. You heard? But yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man. It's just I'm starting to be less political, less. There's nothing we could do. I see like so many YouTubers, and we're talking different platforms from Kick, TikTok, whatever. You could go down the line. You know what I mean? Even Rumble, right? And all we doing is complaining now. It's just is actually becoming bothersome because it's almost like the fatigue on complaints. Like, yo, if we ain't gonna do shit about it, if we ain't gonna get together and start trying to demand and make moves, then let's stop talking about it. Cause all they doing is laughing at our videos, botting us, pretending, you know what I'm saying? And laughing to the fucking bank, you know? Even though I feel like in 40, 50 years, maybe 30, who knows, paper ain't gonna have no worth because they seeing it now with cars, jewelry, nothing retains its worth like it used to. Like even back then, furniture, things retain worth, meaning you could resell for either more or at least the same price, right? Now motherfuckers is losing. Everybody losing money on every fucking from cars to like I said, jewelry. Nothing retains its initial value. I see cars nowadays like real deal, like Porsche name brand joints. Overseas foreign. Yo, these motherfuckers is like, yo, they dropping 30,000, 40 bands, 80 bands. You paid 220 and it lost 80 bands in 2 months. Yo, my nigga, we gotta fix something. So why couldn't the fucking dealership just charge you the you know what I mean? And yo, i- when it comes to the realtors and the car people, I remember when it wasn't that crazy. Like everybody wasn't flooding that market. Then you got a lot of smart folks flood the market, so now they manipulating you even better. They lying to you in your face, all this shit, and you signing dumbass contracts. Cars for 72 months, you paying 1,500. Yo, your car gonna die in 3 years. You gonna be paying for a car that's not even around. That's the crazy part. But yeah, man, I peeped how nothing retains its value, man. Nothing. You know what I mean? And luckily we've been going to the movie theaters and the prices seem all right. $13. I know 13 seems crazy, but I remember in New York they were trying to charge almost $20 a ticket. You heard? So I'll take the 13 with the seats, with we had good seats. It was crowded. So people are seeing Odyssey. I'm gonna tell you that. When we saw Disclosure Day, that shit was empty like a motherfucker. But yeah, man, I'm just doing me. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm more into formulating and doing my shorts. I feel like people, gravitate to them more. And if you don't know the gigs and all the shit, all my lives they go hours, space, and so I'm gonna just try to cut, maybe just do shorts, just me, yo, go see Odyssey. You know what I mean? I'm outside. I'm gonna start wilding. I'm gonna start doing shit a little bit more. It's just the weather is really hot. When Shorty said it was gonna get hot, hot, and then y'all see, earlier, what I mean, when it was cool, I was handling mine with the shiesty on. We were having a good time. Now it's hot. My brain gets waved. I smoke. I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? Shorts are fire. Good looking, in it. It's like I need folks to know when either my lies try to chop them, do y'all, you know what I mean? Make my shit funny. I don't care if you see my nose is whatever. But when it comes to my shorts, I really want y'all to listen to the music as much as the video, right? Because they both go tandem, they go hand in hand, and it's kind of cool, right? Like some of my joints really be dope. The one with my grandson right now. I got some other joint where I'm chasing, through the woods. So I'm having a good time. Like I said, I'm not complaining. I ain't gonna ask y'all to go fund me or help, right? Even though everybody needs help. That's not a lie either, right? Um, I'm not gonna front like niggas is gazillionaires, and you know what I mean. Like life is still life, but we're as comfortable as can be, right? I'm not gonna complain too, though, right? Because I know there's folks that are living even worse than me, right? So I always have that, thought process going too. Yeah, right. Like, and then I know then like when you look at them, sometimes you be like, oh, like I remember I posted like you and maybe one other person, one dude. Y'all the only ones that be every time I throw a Metallica. Oh, I know that's Metallica, and I know you're not looking at the thing. You just hearing the music. Oh, this nigga Zay is on it. What's popping? Yo, Zay, you know this song too? I'm like, yeah, and then you watching, you peeping. So I always appreciate your time. This is why, like, I don't know if it's being too honest, but yeah, man, the time. Folks don't understand that. You guys giving me your time, your views, your thumbs, even if it's five, even like it's just the fact that I had humans listening to me, bugging out with me, and yeah, enjoying this ride. Cause I'm not, like I say, I'm not a bad dude, man. We all have our faults. We all have I always say you could grow to hate or love somebody, right? That's just life, you know what I mean? And sometimes I say shit overlandishly, but I think overall I'm a funny ass Puerto Rican that just has a cool ear to music. That's where my heart really lies. I never did this because I'm not, yeah, I have the gift of gab, but you still need a team, you still need editing processes, and I don't have a lot of the resources right now to enable me to really be cutting them shorts like I really want to. Yo, Nene, mind you, I'm doing all this shit on the phone, right? Like I'm cutting them, I'm putting the song where I want it. Thank God YouTube. And then you go to YouTube Creates, it allows you to do ever so much, right? Until you get to the premium packaging that lets you do more. But I ain't paying for these motherfuckers. You always bring a positive message and real facts. Yeah. And having a good time, right? Bugging out and shit, right? Like, let's see Zay when he was in NY with his mans chasing police. Like, that was Zay, right? Like, and these are videos, mind you, this is the beautifulest thing is these are old videos, right? Of course, you see the new ones, right? This is me, right? The chunkiness came, but those videos I just add the music, it flows together, and it's just like, here, this is my life. When I tell you guys I was really outside, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like some people what's that, fabricate and try to make their life seem more popping and more emotion than it was, but my shit was like we was outside, man. At the end, before I met wife, I was doing dishwashing and waiting tables. Reason why I did dishwashing more, if you guys don't know, is because in New York it was a more guaranteed check. Because when you rely on tips, your check will come and be 8 cents. Word to mommy. You will get a check. Like, oh shit, I got a check, nigga, from y'all. You 20 cents. What the fuck? Why would you even make a check out to like that? But they make you, rely on the tips. Yeah, you could have a $300, $400 night, but what about the other nights, right? And then the way things are inflated, you know, remember when 2000 a month was solid? 500 a week, 2000 a month was solid. Like you was living fucking dope. Now 2000 a month ain't shit. You better be making that a week now. Goes together with the music, no matter the situation, right? And I always like, my wife bugs out when I do my, go back into my brainium, and luckily I got Spotify, so I get to, delve into so many people's discographies. But all the way from Jovi to Jackson to Georgia, Georgia. I love that Ray Charles Georgia one. Um, all the way to Please, Please, James Brown. You know what I mean? And you got Drake. I just like. I always wanted folks to understand when Zay was homeless or fucked up or living. One of the only things that I relied on, or that that's always in my memory bank, was the fact that music was always with me. I could be on a train sleeping, getting ready for work the next day, right? Home was fucked up, but I had my music, I had my tunes, had my iPod, had, some type of device. What up? How you doing, Connie? What's up, Connie? I hope you had a good weekend. Thanks everybody for the thumbs up. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the time. And yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend, like I said, Saturday we saw Odyssey, and on Sunday we chilled with the grandkid, and we took him to the park and had a good time. You know what I'm saying? I need people to go check out my shorts, support them. Just it just takes 10 seconds of your life. You know what I mean? Some of my joints are a minute, right? And obviously, YouTube has a thing 59 a minute anyway, right? So it's just a minute of your life, just vibing with whatever music. And I'm not just a thug nigga. Like my shit, I got Taylor Swift up there, you know. Yeah, I'm all over. Billie Eilish, you know what I'm saying? Sarah McLachlan. I just like music, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I need you guys to go check out Odyssey. To me, it was a dope movie. Cool dialogue. I'm a history buff. I'm a historian when it comes to history. And just, history is something that when I was younger was like science, it had a fact, right? Like if you mix these two chemicals, you're always going to get this reaction. That's a hypotenuse, right? Hypotenuse. That's a, you know what I mean? A fact, right? So I always try to base my life in fact and shit. I've been down Surf City. I know it was crazy Saturday evening. That's fire, Surf City. Yeah, how was the weather this weekend? Was it buggy? Because I don't know if you guys know, there's like tsunamis coming to like Mexico City over there. We had earthquakes, we have tornadoes. Like America has been popping, and then the heat wave in the UK all the way down to California has been baking and causing fires and blah blah blah. But there's something beautiful about lightning. I don't know. Like you know what don't happen often is thunder. Remember when I don't know, maybe it's the area, but I remember being younger and I used to hear thunder a lot. I mean, maybe, but now I just see lightning and just rain, but maybe it's the geographic, right? But Surf City is popping, man. Philly, Pennsylvania, like that whole East Coast regime, Boston, New York. There's so many cool little, little waves. That's why we get hated, but it is what it is. But there's a lot to do, let's just say, right? And we have good weather. Some people are like, oh, like in Cali, oh, I like it. No, nigga, give me 6 months heat, 6 months chiliando with some rain, snow, and wind, right? Let me put on the goose bubble, right? You know, it was hot yesterday. Nobody was out down the shore, only a few on the beach. See, yo, man, this is what I'm trying to tell folks. So back then, that's a perfect little sentence because back then, people used to go to the beach still. You used to still be able to just sit there and catch a tan. Now this sun is not playing. This sun is actually hurting us. It's fucking us over, man. And it's like a different heat, like a breathing heat that is like I can't explain. Like it's just different. I'm telling you guys, we used to be in metal tin cars that used to absorb heat. Pops had to, and most cars back then were leather, so pops used to have to keep the doors open in the beginning or turn on the AC, close the doors, and then you jump in because you will burn your fucking legs on them leather seats. But now the heat is like, I don't know, it's just like a breathing, like a silo, like we in mines and shit. You know what I mean? And then I'm starting to see videos of squirrels, all type of animals, just you know what I mean, just passing out. Like it's fucking hot, man. Once again, they say the sun is moving away or something, but I feel like that motherfucker is coming closer. Oh wait, the sun coming closer and the moon is for yo. Isn't that funny? Like we over here on Earth fighting over stupid shit, selling cars, dicking each other, fucking humans over just for money that won't last tomorrow. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And then the grand scheme of things is like, yo, we should be worried about how the fuck this rock is, how long this rock is gonna survive for. Why you think Elon is already on some building a city on the moon? Them niggas is out of here. They already know what's popping. What do you think? They get all the information first. You know how many times politicians always used to say if there's something catastrophic really happening, they won't report it because they don't want to cause mass hysteria? Yes. That's if you wanna know what's really happening, follow rich wealthy white people. See where they move, nigga. See where Bill Gates is at right now, nigga. You know? One minute he gonna be in America, next you gonna see his dot all the way on an island with that they built that they all chilling at. They not building underground for no reason. That's a fact. And then it brings back why were so many cities back then underground? Why are we finding cave systems that are legit cities underground? Why? Because of dinosaurs? No, niggas, because the weather got so fucking wild that niggas couldn't even survive up top. Only at night you could come out. But that sun is just a motherfucker. And things that go in tangent and in cycle, right? So everything happens in a cycle sequence. So whatever happened fucking billion years ago, million years ago is happening now, I feel like. Exactly. And people always think it's going to get hot before. No, what happens is an ice age. Yeah, you see glaciers and shit melting, but trust me, it's going to you're going to see a cold winter come, and that bitch is going to be the one. At least heat, you could go in a building, right? Like you could kind of maneuver a little bit. Ain't no maneuvering when it's cold, nigga. You're going to be sub-zero froze like this. Yo, good looking on the five thumbs up, man. That's what's popping, man. But then whatever, Gina, you ain't lying. They building underground for a particular reason. What's up, Regina? What's up, everybody that's in the chat? We over here talking about um not doom and gloom, but like, yo, man, a lot of folks are building underground bunkers, cities, just layers, right? And that's not by coincidence. That's because they're getting ready for what's coming. And if you don't know what's coming, just check out your weather on a day to day. That shit is, first of all, it's bipolar. 1 minute it could be summer, you go the next day, it's fucking winter outside, right? And then the fires. Yo, people, yo, they know what happens when smoke and things are in our atmosphere, what it causes. And I always, yo, in Cali, I always blame them for the farm seeding clouds. They fucked up the whole shit, man. Clouds don't know what they thought. Cloud was like an animal, nigga. Like they could just cloud, nigga. That shit, yo. However shit reacts, is not reacting properly. You're so true. Thank you, Regina. And enjoy the Bon Jovi. Oh, everybody, yeah, hit me with that thumbs up. How was the Bon Jovi concert? If you don't know, Bon Jovi is still looking good. He's still got a good voice, and obviously he knows how to play that guitar like like in the '80s. But how was it? I hope you had a good time. You know what I mean? Um, my bad for not. I should have led with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, and then my man's was in New York and said it was like orange and dark, like in during the day. Did that go all the way to Philly? Right? Yeah, right. That shit travel. People don't understand smoke travels. So duh, you know what I'm saying? It probably hit the whole East Coast. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah, we chilling, we chilling. I'm indoors. We chilling, being tranquilo. I did smoke a little bit earlier, but right now, I'm gonna end it this way. You know what I mean? But thank you, Regina. I appreciate you. And yeah, just follow my journey. One day you're gonna see me with no cigarette and no L and be like, oh shit, my niggas ain't really, you know what I mean? I'm always with, sometimes when you pour, the only thing you have is your word. And I'm from a generation where your word mattered a lot. You didn't want to deceive, you didn't want to manipulate, you don't want to lie, you don't want to fuck around like that. And it seems like people figured out that those people that were lying and manipulating were kind of winning in life, but that's not the way to live. It really isn't. And that's not the way to sleep either, because they don't talk about the sleep, right? Some of them motherfuckers can't sleep. They always thinking about the dirt they do. Yeah, that orange fog is strange, nasty, and like we live to the point where I could say, yo, I've seen a lot of things in life. And this is the first time the last 6 years I've with the corona, there's some things I could say that I'm like, holy shit, I did not expect this to happen. I couldn't even see this coming, right? Like things are so random now that it's like scary. At least, like I say, things always used to follow a sequence, a cycle, right? There was a system behind things. Now this shit is all chaotic, man. Even with the weather, man. I wonder if Earth is like us, right? It really is a part of us. Like it's acting like us. Like we're oh you want to wild out and and be like be crazy and stuff. Well, the Earth is doing exactly that. But between the floods, the orange sky, fires, earthquakes, the tsunami coming, El Nino #3 or whatever. Yeah, things are shifting, and I hope this is an awakening to people. Like yo, look what we're doing. What is the grand scheme of things? One bank, a bunch of rocks everywhere, no more trees, no animals, just a human with a robot. That's not life. That's I don't want grandkids and their kids to live like this. We're always online complaining, but we need to start getting together. And I know it's harder. Like, yo, I saw some shit about the 40-hour week. Segue random. So there was this guy in the 40s or 50s that figured out the exact amount of hours that will make us person just enough tiredness, which is the 40-hour week, just enough to be tired to never like really speak up, but enough to be so burnt out that like it's just like they say we work Monday through Friday, 40-hour weeks, you know what I mean? Your Saturday, you're usually recovering from that weekend. And then by the time Sunday comes, you already got it like, damn, tomorrow's the work day. And then they show the clip of like the guy laying down and the alarm going off. The anxiety in his face was like, damn, it's already Monday. I gotta go back. It's just nasty what they doing to us. And all for what? A piece of paper that buys products that don't last anymore, food that's poisoning us. They're not even doing the right thing when we do make the fucking money. It's just weird. It don't make sense. And I don't think they liked that some of us really stacked that bread and was buying shit that they used to just buy. That's what it really is. Now we're traveling in the spots where y'all only used to be. Now we're on cruise ships and airplanes where it used to just be for y'all expenses, right? But it's just like, yo, man, they dogging us. That 40-hour week, he figured out the exact amount of time where that Saturday you recover, that Sunday you're already dreading your Monday, and then Monday you're back at it. You and what they thought those days, why can't it just be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Honestly. So you could spend, and then they wonder why our kids are fucked up. Because you got the parents working 600 hours. You're doing this purposely. Well, inflation needs to always. That wasn't the that wasn't the rule when y'all niggas was young and had money. I remember y'all used to always say candy cost 5 cents, and that shit lasted for decades until my ass was born. Then my grandfather used to. I remember my grandfather handed me $1 until 90 something, and then my mom was like, "Papi, you gotta give him five because that dollar ain't doing it like it used to." $1 used to get me a drink, potato chips, and candy, and a quarter in the pocket for later. Maybe to buy some fireworks or the snap pop things on the floor. Yeah, that part. $1 don't do shit. You can't even buy something at the store when the store says 99 cents because then they charge tax, so it's 108. So it's not a like my nigga, they did us dirty. They did us dirty. Italy doesn't do their people that way. Con- Constantly working 24/7. Yeah. And then when you look up in, because like I say, I like history. You look up history, this is a new system. Child support, divorce, all these are new systems that are all, you see how they all tethered to where? The government. Who's the middleman that makes money off of these things? The government. But then we over here asking, yo, why can't we have a thing where taxpayers actually, we go online and in your little district you click a box of the things you want to have fixed in your neighborhood with the taxes that they are pulling from you. That's how things should be structured. Not this, oh, thanks for doing the road. Yeah, it stopped traffic for fucking 4 days. Cool. But then the flip side is you find out that they spent fucking 20 million on a strip of fucking concrete. You're like, what's going on here? Yeah, 3 items. You walking out of there, out of the store, happy as a mother sucker. Like, yo, that's what you're supposed to do as a kid. Be happy. Your parent, when I started seeing that, they started having like a price for how much a kid would cost if you had a baby. That's when I knew shit was over. Cause it never was like that since the dawn of fucking time. Meaning the baby was here and you had to provide as much as you could, right? Some parents went over, up and over, and broke their back to make sure their kid had a good life. And some parents just let it be smooth enough and blah, blah, blah. And it's weird because it's the parents that gave their kids a very poor life that those kids actually exerted, excelled in life because they didn't want to grow up poor anymore. So now these kids are so entitled, they don't want to do shit because they had everything. In my day, whatever your mom and dad cooked was what you ate. That's number one. Number two, you all ate at the dinner table together. Number three, there wasn't going to stores, every fucking store, and you was asking for an item. No, that definitely wasn't a go. And the next one, the letter no, no, was frequently said. Hey mom, can I get an ice cream? No. Hey, can I get this? No. Even though our parents had it, they just knew that this was a way of raising you because you don't want to be an entitled piece of shit in this real world. Because the real world doesn't give you everything. You can't just be like, hey, landlord, I want 2 months free. No. You see these kids, how they react? Losing a job, they go crazy. Ah! Fighting the eviction notice, fucking fighting the marshals, like fighting the guy who's repoing their truck. Like they like just do the right thing, so then you don't have to deal with that. You understand? 16, 2003, my daughter's birthday. Her hospital bill was $6. Yeah. First of all, remember when your insurance would cover if you didn't have insurance, they would give you, and it always covered everything. Now these insurance plans, they play around. Yo, first of all, you got to do copay. We only cover fucking 2 sheets of toilet paper. Don't be sick enough and you jump in an ambulance. That shit is about like 2 bands, nigga. Imagine that we're in a world where I'm in need of help and you're going to overcharge me for a fucking ambulance. I might as well just wait for the Uber. It's going to take me to the same spot and I'm only paying $40, $50. That hospital bill will cost you two to like bands, nigga, just because you rode in the ambulance. That's strike one. Then when you get there, insurance company will fight to not pay that bill than just doing their job. Meanwhile, you paying them every month out of your check, six, seven, 800, 1,000 coming out of your check for this health plan. And as soon as you want to fucking use it, they always try to have a loophole for you to pay somehow. How is that even a thing? It costs, yo, Jimmy, what up, Jimmy in the building? It costs $20 leaving your crib. Kids have been on demon time since drill rap. Everything is expected from the parents. And you know what's wild? These these kids will look at you in your face and be like, "Unc, you got no motion." While they 28-year-old ass is going back to their mom's crib. It is the funniest shit now. Because like I said, these kids when they were 17, 16, 18, yo, what up, Unc? Yeah, nigga, YNs, baby, YNs. Now you see how they trying to change the word YN? Now they got Unc-YNs. Like, yo, it's stop, nigga. You pushing the goalpost. What happened to Unc? Oh, y'all thought time was gonna time? Y'all was so dumb. Y'all ain't even know that 18, the next year is 19, the next year is 20, right? Y'all thought you what? You going backwards? I don't know, man. What's good, fam? I'm chilling, Jimmy. You know what I mean? Always appreciate you. You know what I mean? But what's poppin'? Hope you had a good weekend. I'm telling folk to go see Odyssey. Dope ass movie if you can. Um, and yeah, man, chilled on Sunday with the grandkid. Yeah, and we just talking hours. You know how we do. Just trying to get across, to the millions out there that like, yo, man, this is a rigged system, and we have to figure out ways to not hurt each other no more. Because before it used to be us against them. We knew the line, but then they did something with the politics that made it where now I'm a liberal, you're a Democrat, and they separated us even more. You know what I mean? But what up, y'all? Hope everybody doing good, man. Not for nothing, you wouldn't have made $5 without motion as a man anyway. That's a fact, Jimmy. That's a fact. But that's the encouragement where we're telling folk, yo, please finish your schooling, try to get a trade, join the army if worst comes to worst, but do something. Just being stagnant is going to create jealousy, misery, and if like let's say you're on the board and you're not moving, people are going to pass you by, and that's not a way of living. You can't. Human nature is not supposed. Humans. We always do what? We reach for what? The stars. Since since before we had cars, niggas. The Greek. Everybody looked up there because they knew down here we already had things right a little orderly as much as they could. Because of course, I don't approve of the slavery and the class system they had back then, but you know, um, at the end of the day, everybody had a house, everybody had a meal, Everybody had a job or a purpose. Now we don't. Right? Isn't that funny? At least back then, yeah, I was a slave, but I had a fucking house. I had three pigs. Yeah, they would, take the older pig if they wanted a meal, the king. But at the end of the day, me and my wife, we chilling. We had our spot. Now motherfuckers is working and living in a car. How is that? That pick up your bootstraps, nigga. I got two jobs and I still live in my car. What bootstraps? How much more? If I lift them shits anymore, I'ma rip them and I'ma have sandals, nigga. I appreciate you, Jimmy. Yo, it's so cool, right? When you feel like you alone in this earth and you were like, wow, look at this guy. We two different worlds, but the same. So that's why my Nene D's and Christie's and everybody being here, because we do have this thought process that's just like it's almost like human fatigue, right? We're just tired of the way things are going and how stupid people pretend to be, and you know, it's not moving us forward, and how I don't know, man. We lacking in a lot of things, and we don't like to see it like that. Americans want to be the best, but we used to be the best in shit. Let's go back to that. But yo, I appreciate you. People had six or more kids back in the day and could afford food bills and a mortgage. Yo, how does that make sense, man? Folks had kids, kids, plural, and they were able to have a house. But this is guaranteed. The car and a house was always like almost like a guarantee. As long as you did what? Work. That was the okey doke. What up? Be in a building? That was the okey doke. All you had to do was work hard, and you were able to earn these merits and get your crib. And now it's like, and I'm gonna keep saying this. The inflation thing is fake, because by their terminology, in 10 fucking years, milk is gonna be $20. That is not, no, nothing fucking makes sense. If the processes are the same, think about it. A lot of companies, bread companies, are in America, right? They still got the balls to charge $4, $5, $6 for bread. Bread. We're talking about fucking flour, whatever nuts and things. Certain bread companies yeah. And then I saw a video that said out of the 10 companies, only three of them are like real bread. All of them all the other ones are just like, chemical that makes it look like, you know what I mean? Taste like. Yep, you can't get a cosigner. Yo, I seen a dad. He said my daughter's 22. She wants to live in New York City, and he's like, I'm going to these apartment complexes. I got the money, but the information they're asking for is like, you got to be a fucking billionaire. It makes no sense. Yo, my nigga, this crib is falling apart. What is you talking about? You need 17. I need to know what color you like. Yo, my nigga is out of control. Back in the days, all you needed was your mama dukes to co-sign, meaning somebody that had like a career, right? That was the difference. We had gigs, jobs, and careers. So they would go, "Oh, your mom's got a career? Okay, we're gonna do it because we know she gonna funnel the money, right?" But that's because rent was $8 to maybe $1,200. That was feasible. Now you're telling a kid to come up with $3,000, 3,001 bills in a month is retarded. I don't give a damn if you got a fucking gym, a laundry center. You could see fucking the ocean. I don't care. No way we should go back to square footage. If your shit is this square footage, you can only charge 1,000. Notice they don't want to do that, right? But meanwhile, when they do that, they praise your house. What do? They go by square footage, right? You see the okey dokes they do to us? Yeah. Yeah. So think about it. So when you get a crib and you put your crib on for sale, they go, hold on. We're gonna have to reappraise it and see. Oh, the square footage says that this crib you can only charge 350,000. Oh, word. Oh, word. So as soon as I sell it for 300 bands, and then I see you selling it for fucking 7.2 mil. What? Don't make no sense. They play so many games. Look, for people that own their own cribs, look at the new laws. Look at all the new taxes and the mortgage thing and the interest rates and this and yo. When my grandfather or whoever owned the crib back then was dealing with this, it wasn't this fucking complicated. It was, I had to pay 2,000 a year. That was 400 a month. That's what you did. Especially if you owned it, right? You were just paying the taxes on the land. But if you had your mortgage, yo, the average was paying $1,000 for their mortgage back then. We're talking about 4 bathroom, 6 bedroom, right? Like nice houses, man. It don't make sense no more. And these motherfuckers would rather let a crib be empty. Why you think they trying to change the fucking squatting laws? Because they figured out that people were coming off. People were like, yo, this motherfucker don't even live in this country. He comes to this house every 5 years if there's a party around. No, I'm gonna come in here, turn on the electricity and the water. Now this crib is mine's. Hold that. I'm on the toilet at work. Yes, is that sidewalk? Nah, that's not sidewalk, right? New York City is a specific way of life. It is, Jimmy, ain't it? I love New Jersey, my home state. That's right. You are New Jersey. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. What a beautiful state, too. And folks don't even understand the connection between Connecticut, Jersey, and a little bit Pennsylvania, the Poconos, right? Poconos was a vacation spot. New Jersey was a, yo, I got money from New York City and I built my ass off, and now I got a house in New Jersey. Beautiful. Away from the city, right? They fucked it all up. They made Jersey look fucking nuts now. Jersey used to be nice fucking a suburbia life. I don't know what's going on, man. Subscribe and like, man. Y'all know how I give it up on this side. My passion is fueled by all the nonsense that's occurring on this earth. And then the lack of caring. Everybody thinks their shit don't stink. Everybody thinks they're fucking, yeah, yeah. They're talking shit out their mouth like they're all fucking nuts. Shut the fuck up already. Y'all niggas don't do shit. A person with no resume did shit in their life will look in your eyes and say, you got something going wrong. What is that about? No, young man and young whoever, you got a problem. You're leeching. You're still, okay, here goes the grand scheme of things. Folks that start robbing and shit, you know what happens? Two things. Either they close the business or the business charges up, like he has to raise his prices on goods so he could pay for the stolen goods. You understand that? 111, love you, babe. So the stealing shit is not a go. Every time you notice, whenever there's some shit going on, how come the government promotes this? The government will literally show you looting on TV and make you feel like them niggas got away. No, all looting does is it raises the prices in your neighborhood because of the theft. Now the cops have to work overtime in your neighborhood. So now your taxes, your rent goes up, and now your food goods go up. So nothing pops off when you rob and fuck up your neighborhood, man. We got to start being wiser, man. We got to start thinking. Thank you, Nene D co-host. It raises your taxes, y'all. Do you speak Korean? I wish I did, man. Domo arigato. Konnichiwa, sunshun. I hope everybody doing good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's like, and changing careers because I'm tired of helping people on my own. But I want my heart too big. Jimmy, you you're my long lost bro, man. Yeah. Why did the world switch on us and started making people that had hearts and started doing good for people, started taking L's? And then you can't even call police or anything. Niggas will rob you, take your shit. You call police. Oh, you don't have a shit. Yo, it don't work in our favor. Back in the days, you would rob a nigga, the cops will write a list of the items you robbed. They give you a card. You go back to Best Buy and you buy them shits all over again. Free 99. You heard? Obviously, you had to prove it. You know what I mean? You own these items. I'm not just saying it was like. But yo, now, yo, niggas, you get fucked by the criminals, and now you getting fucked by the government. It's like, yo, before at least y'all used to try. You motherfuckers are emptying out jails. You're raising the price of thievery. So now the guy that used to get arrested for stealing a Snickers and did a month in jail, the nigga's out the next day, robbing even more, robbing even more. How about you guys do this? You guys like to build prisons, right? How about you start building prisons according to the crime? Yeah. So one prison just doesn't get over flooded. Yeah, have a prison just for thieves and shit. Start giving motherfuckers 20. Yo, you know what my dad used to tell me? He said this one word. It's called a deterrent. You know what a deterrent is, y'all? You know why they used to hang people in France or cut your fucking head off or have you standing and shoot you multiple guns down the line or the electric chair? You know why those things were around and public? Because it was a deterrent. Don't do the shit because this is what happens. There's no more deterrent. Motherfuckers is running around doing whatever the fuck they want now. It really is like the Wild Wild West. And then I gotta be happy enough to be in a state where, God forbid, something go down. I could gun your stupid ass down. But if I'm not in a good state, I get fucked for cause this nigga's fucking with me. Make it make sense. And then let's say you get past the police shit. Now you in the court system. You better hire a good lawyer. It's all about the lawyer now. Before they used to make it seem like the Wizard of Oz, like the guy behind the curtain. Like we knew it, but it wasn't out there. Now it's out there, nigga. If you got a good money and you got the good lawyer, chances are you might beat that case. You heard? That's amazing, Regina. And you know it's absolutely going to be stressed to the max in the black community. Yeah. And it's sad, man, because folk don't understand. When I was growing up in East New York, the biggest hearts came from fucking black folk. Their father, their grandfather, their moms, usually moms, I'm from that era with moms, but their father would be working in a factory, working some crazy job, come home with the oil, all that shit. See, the only thing that was sucky was a lot of them were alcoholics and drinking and shit. But I feel like the feminist movement blamed us men now for the shit that the old head, the boomers was doing to the grand. We wasn't really hitting our moms like that. I mean, our women like that, or whatever. I digress. But we need to bring back motherfucking a deterrence, man. Cut a nigga finger off. Yo, you rob anything, man. We gotta cut that finger off. That's it. I bet you by next week, either motherfuckers have no fingers, or you got a few niggas with no fingers and everybody else woke the fuck up. You heard? You know what I mean? What up, cable dog? Good looking, good looking. I appreciate that. From the side or the front? Which angle did you see that I look like that? Good looking. Thank you, Black. You know me, I don't really, Coral. Hold on, I'm just if he Jewish, yeah. Good on you, Array. I'm catching up, everybody. Good looking, Black. Good looking, everybody. What up, Jacob? Peace and blessings. What's popping, everybody? Good looking on the thumbs up. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for making me not feel alone. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I'm just talking. You know what I mean? I'm just. It's like, we have to, like. I don't want to be too harsh, but it's like I remember our parents and like the law and everybody, the whole community at the same time, all were in agreement. If you were a hardhead and you needed to learn the hard way, they gave you that way. Now, if you're a hardhead, your life is like a fucking princess's and they reward you. No, you can't do that. Because then I got to deal with that fucking stupid kid on the road when the kid thinks he don't have to put a signal on and cut in and yeah, man. You know, it's okay to punish your kids, man. It's okay. Now the punishment is where it varies. These parents think you gotta, beat the shit out of them and shit. Like, no, man. My parent used to, yo, stand in that fucking corner. Yeah, stand in the corner, nigga. Don't look at me. Stand in the corner. Look at the wall. Yeah, that was punishment, man. Yo, then that's a fact. My father was the only one in the family would do all the drinking, but my other family members would drink. Yeah. And look, I'm just being honest because this is what I remember. I do remember a lot of guys drinking and doing weird shit and wilding, but it's almost like we got blamed for that way of living because a lot of men after that were different. A lot. That's why you see, women do the damn. I let a good guy, get away because men became. But it's a balance. You can't be too good. You can't be too kissy assy. A woman want to know, if, shit hit the fan. My guys is going, you know, stand up, right? But yeah, man, hard head definitely made a soft asshole, right? Woo-hoo. When we got overstimulated, we got overly punched. Yo, don't get yo blank. You got too much energy in you today, right? Yo, just being a kid, nigga, was like, don't. Why you laughing? I don't want to hear laughter in my house. Like what? Yo, niggas is just be bro, going in the fridge. Yo, first of all, these kids opening the refrigerator, turning on lights if they want. Yo, I'm surprised they hand don't got a big red mark from all the papaos or the pull the patilla. It was like you pull the hair or the ear, right? Yeah, them shits hurt. Hey, we got the belt from myself. Yo, that and yo, you know to be Nene, Jimmy, everybody out there. You know what the flip side is though? We wasn't complaining. We wasn't did it make us shit on our parents though? We love our parents for that. That's a fact. Joy was illegal in the crib, Jimmy. Nigga, what you happy, you happy today, nigga? I just worked 50 hours and you happy? Yo, how many times did we hear you don't pay the bills? They don't, yo, they really did us mental and physical, right? So we got it both ways, man. But we didn't grow up to hate them. We didn't grow up and use it against them, right? We didn't go to a therapist and be like, my mommy used to put me on the wall, and then she used to say I was bad. So what did you do? I was bad, but I don't. Why they do that? It's like, yo, my nigga, grow up, man. Grow up. All the excuses, the mental this, the mental nigga. Stop. Be a fucking man and grow up. Your parents had to do these things. Because if the parents didn't do that, a lot of kids would be dead in jail or fucking worse, man. We were wild kids. See, the difference is y'all say y'all wild, but a different wild. Y'all wild because you play iPad for 20 hours. That's wild to me, right? We was wild because when mom said come home at 6, you come home at 6:05. It was five alive, five alive. You know what I mean? But these are things we knew to not do. And did we cross the line? No. We respected our parents. Not just because they paid the bills and the rent, because we just knew I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those two. And yes, maybe now more parents are separated, but you're not supposed to hate. Let the parents deal with the adult shit. You deal with the kids shit. Be a kid. Live life. Sometimes these kids are too much into adult situations. It's like, yo, my nigga, you only 5 years old. Why you even worried? Regina, right? Not even, yo, subconsciously, all of us be in the crib like this, 5:38, like this. Oh shit. It's still light outside. But yo, they did it with love, man. And the difference is the other these Gen X parents were doing it with love too, but and it was always different. Like the first kid got treated the worst. The second kid, it felt like the parents were learning. By the third kid that got spoiled, it felt like the parents knew how to raise a kid, and they, a lot of parents think it's with love. That is the right way to go about it, but too much of it will spoil the kid. You can't spoil them, man. You can't. These kids are too wise now. You can't give a kid a phone at 6. I don't care if his classmates have one. It's not gonna make him grow up, you know, good. When I was younger, I acted like I knew everything. The older I got, I said, "Damn, I really should have listened to my parents, Jacob." That's a fact. How many times, if to the people that have kids, you do something, you're like, "Oh shit!" Now I see like my pops and my moms, right? Word. It's like, and that's how things carry that fundamental bearing too. You know, even it don't matter if you're on the other side of the earth, if your kid is yellow, brown, black, whatever. You raise kids the same. You give them love, you tell them when they did wrong, and you explain to them how to do right. But you have to explain. You can't be cursing all the time and making them live like think that the getaway is no, you have to articulate and know how to speak in this world if you want to get far. And Gen Z and Alpha, they're the biggest shortcut. They trying to shortcut through life. You can't do that. You can't. You know how we felt losing a job, getting another job, then they starting to pay you from the ground again, you building again, you laid off, you get another job, down from the bottom, build again. But we just did it. We shut the fuck up and did it. But we sure made sure our Friday, Saturday, we was in the club, getting rid of all that aggression, dancing, having a good time. Some of us went bowling, some of us went to the batting ranges, some of us went to the movies, but outside life was very, very active. You know what I mean? My pops doing it. Yeah, it taught me how to raise a great son without violence. Jimmy, trust me, man. And then when you look back, you really see like the heart in it. Yo, my moms ain't want to tell me to stand in the corner if I was doing, you know what I'm saying? We know who we were. We know that the cartoons and the way things were being brainwashed, it made us, a lot of kids, the same way. And you know what I don't like is these schools not respecting a kid's energy. You can't just give them Ritalin and fucking whatever shit they do now, Xanax. You can't do that to a kid. He's just trying to be a fucking kid. Yeah, he might be extra, a little bit extra, but you can't fault him for that. We got to bring back getting left back. We got to bring back special ed classrooms because when a kid found out I'm in special ed, other kids, that's a joke now, nigga. I don't care how many guns you got in your waist, nigga. You in special ed, goofy. So we got to bring back these things, that allow kids to. Not every race, everybody wins first place. That's not logical. A is not going to make the kid go back to the gym and hit it so he could run faster, so he could get first place. Now he's going to say, why even put in the work or the effort? I'm always going to win. And that's how they set people up for downfall. So I don't even blame them too. You guys had everything go so perfect that you guys thought shit was going to be just that. And I'm sorry, a lot of times it's not about inflation or how much money you're making. It's about how much money you're spending. Living above your means was never the go move when we lived. I don't care how many times you wanted to show off or show out to your friends or, oh, I got a new whip. We also had in back of our mind, if I can't afford this shit, I can't have it. That's what it really was. We knew it. These new motherfuckers will be pushing a Cadillac. It's almost like they rented it. They'll push it for 3 months, not pay not one penny, nigga. and then had the shit repoed. But flex them 3 months hard, nigga. Only advice my parents gave when I wish I took seriously was about friends. Other than that, they ain't the perfect role models. Yeah, B. Wherever you go, man, we all aren't perfect, man. And I always, I summarized, or I got to this point where I actually had a cool solution. Like, in order to get married or be in relations, you have to follow or have these stipulations going for you. No more one night stands and fucking, and then if you have a kid, the guy has to. None of that no more. You guys go on a date. We have your profiles. We have all this information now, right? So let's figure out which ones need to, mend together. And because the way the shit is, girls are going for the nigga. Oh, look. Yo, I heard he had a big dick, nigga. Broke as fuck. He got 20 baby mamas. All of them no. Yeah, that shit gonna fuck shit up, man. you know but it's not females, it's not men. It's just the way society is. Like, they really brainwashed us to you know think and believe the way we have been, and try to try to fight the repo man. Like, he paid a bill, fronting ass. Yeah, just pay your bill. Just pay your bill. you know and if not, you can't. Another flex move we used to do, you could just rent the car. You really want a cyber truck? Yo, find, Toro, one of them joints, rent it for 300 for a day, and have fun for a little bit. But we gotta stop thinking that, yo, we could live that when our money doesn't equate to it. Your money has to, you know, not 20 baby mamas. Yo, I ain't even want to bring up the digs, dude. His stylist is about to be on Vlad TV, and he gonna spill the beans for real. But there's certain guys that, like, Young Thug or NBA YoungBoy. You like, I know they got some bread, but they got fucking 600 baby mamas and shit. That's not a healthy way of living. I don't care, but to people now, as long as my bills, my nails and shit is good, I don't care, we good. And it shouldn't be like that, because you're really not good. Because, in fact, was not dope, but dope. There's an NBA player that's with NBA Young Boys baby moms right now, and they're having a kid together. And I hope, things work out. I hope she doesn't, divorce him and then have a tweet. Yeah, I gave the money to my baby dad. Fuck that. You know what I mean? You know how it should be. Child support has to be a motherfucker. Yeah. My flex was having a bad joint slide through the block. That one that no one knew. Yo, fam. Yo, there used to be a rule. You never try to hit shit that's in your hood. Because it's in your neighborhood, and chances are everybody flexed with it. That's just life, right? You can't fault nobody. But sometimes you gotta bring a joint that's not from the hood, or your block over, so nobody know where she at. Yo, nowadays, as soon as they know y'all in a relationship, niggas be more thirstier than bitches now, trying to fuck your shit over. Nigga, stay in your place, stay in your role, my nigga. She ain't choose you for a reason. Everybody on the outside want to present this image. Meanwhile, the inside is her man. That's the big one, man. Stop trying to flex outside, man. Work on your inside. So when shit does hit the fan, you ready. You ready for war, man. But yo, man, Nene D knows that story with Diggs. They got text messages about, yo, want to put the ham on the throat, son. Yo, bend me over. Yo, what? This fly looking nigga? That's who? Oh, got him. Now you see how quick Cardi B messing with the soccer dude now, right? Cardi, you looking real crazy out here. You looking real crazy. She got audio defending this nigga Diggs. Yeah, the story's a lie, blah, blah, blah. I hate to touch on the subject, Cheeseburger, but it's a funny story because, I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at the fly dude, right? Like, all I'm trying to say is, why can't we just be honest? If that's what you do, that's what you do. Stop trying to be too cool. Motherfuckers be trying to be too cool thinking, yo, that's how you rock, my papi. That's how you rock, man. Let us decide after that though, Pop. You can't hold the information and make decisions too. Cardi been a super duper clown. And when in Earth, like when yo, I don't want to say nothing, but I know people that were that beat that and Erica Mendez. Cause Erica used to be on Smith messing with my mans and them. So I know niggas that dick dug it down and you heard? Ain't nothing special. I'm not gonna say it is or not. But my thing is, yo, if a man knows this information, like yo, she used to drug niggas and steal and rob when she was a stripper, she was smashing five, you know what I mean? And this is before the fame. She was already Chocha lips is loose out there, allegedly. You know what I mean? Why would you want to wife that? What's this new thing about guys? Like I seen an interview where Rick Ross and Dion Coles are laughing over 50 baby moms. Why does everybody want to smash somebody that smashed it? That never was a thing for us. Yo, and yo, so I remember this therapeutic channel that was like women and men, because I hate when niggas be like, yeah, fuck bitch. Yo, women and men. Yo, the energy you put out there is what you attract. So a lot of times bitches be like, yo, I only get toxic niggas because you's a toxic bitch. You only get toxic bitches because you's a toxic bitch. But for real, you attract what you give out, what your energy is. Sometimes, it could just be the way you dressing and yeah, that part. But when did it become cool to smash? Think about it like this. We got Celine Powell and everybody runs through them, right? But niggas be admitting it. Yo, in the 90s and 2000s, Superhead had to write a book and you saw you saw names like I didn't see the book, but Vlad put the names and shit. But long story short, you see names like, oh, nigga kept his mouth closed. Not everybody gotta know who sucked my meat. And why is that a thing? Wild. Wild. We used to, why you think, I don't want to say, let's just say, why you think certain rappers was always aiming for the young women? Because I want something fresh. I don't who the fuck running around trying to and then it's not like they smash, they be wifing these girls up. It just make no sense. It don't. And the only thing is it makes no sense because then 2 weeks later she's took my money, nigga, we was telling y'all she a hoe. The same, Tupac was the line, right? Remember that verse he said, or was it Nate Dogg? Like, every other city we go, every other video, no matter where I go, I see the same hoe. Every other city we go, every other video, no matter where I go, I see the same hoe. That's a fact. That's a factory, nigga. Speaking of energy trolls, getting on today straight. The boot is out, niggas. Yo, when we blow, can we get the boot chain? That's not fire, nene. You get the little girl version with the little boot. We get the donkey John with the nigga, with the boot ski, nigga. Timberland boot, right? Somebody gonna take this. What's one of these rappers? Yo, I'm giving niggas the boot. Nobody has character no more. Everybody's stealing from everybody. You heard? You ever posted something and then like you see somebody like yeah they took the swag. A lot of rich celebrities have a team that scours the net and shit like let's just say the name is referenced or the name is said, they go and they scour. That's that department. Then there's another department that just scours for swag, for trends, right? Whatever is popping. Now you see the celebrity ASL challenge, mannequin challenge, doo-doo, doo-doo, diddy-diddy-diddy-diddy-diddy. Like, yo, niggas is swagger jacking, you heard? Yeah, man. Ain't nothing with white gold, silver. They made us believe that, yo, you know what's funny? I used to go to a lot of spots and see donkey silver chains, $50, $100. You know what I mean? I'm talking about back. Yo, I should have been buying them shits. Go figure. Fast forward. I think last year was the first time, or 2 years ago, where silver was above gold for like 2 seconds. But you know what I mean. But it's just funny. Like it also makes you think how many rappers are walking around with silver chains claiming white gold. How many rappers are running around claiming platinum and niggas got fucking stainless steel, right? And I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. It's just the goofiest shit to say that it isn't. That's why niggas had the diamond tester, because you motherfuckers was lying. Yo, VVS Stones, man, I paid 350K. And then you see them, they mom still living in the hood. So your stupid ass bought a chain, but didn't get mama out the hood? Yeah, that's real. Yeah, that's super real, my nigga. At least I gave my mom 250, 300 worth of Mommyville cash, nigga, 300,000, man. But I never brag. I always say that story because it is what it was, man. I was outside, right? But just like, yo, and then these stupid motherfuckers go to that dude's party trying to impress him, wear the illest name brand jewelry, all that, and he like, yo, they don't care. They don't care. They how do you know they don't care, Zay? Because every time a rapper gets locked up, I think the only person was Young Thug. But other than that, I never see any of the label people. I'm talking about like the big dogs go to court hearings. Never. The only one was Thug and Kyle Lies, right? Whatever his name is, La Cohen, somebody. The dude, he was saying like, yo, don't Thug is that guy, man. Don't lock him up. He's really soft, man. You don't lock Thug up. That nigga really soft, man. Fake ass rappers, man. Yo, we was telling y'all, these niggas is weird, bro. Oh my God, Busta Rhymes likes boy. Then they almost said that, man. That's a fact too, though. How many rappers running around acting straight? Fuck the jury, yeah, jury. Yo, these niggas, yo, you got Cadillac trucks filled with 32 niggas, man, and one bitch in passenger seat, man. What's going Yo, y'all don't even understand. Back in the days, you went out with 10 niggas, right? Because you wanted to go deep just in case you got into a fight. But you all split up when you got your shorty. All right, I'm out of here. Yo, Pa, be good, man. Get home safe. I hit you mañana, man. Yo, be good, man. Upside down, BC, like all that. You ready, nigga? But now these niggas like, yo, fuck the bitch. Let's drink lean. Let me sit on your lap, man. And then wonder why, these guys are 15 to 26 in a small room, hormones through the roof, drunk, lean, pretending like they don't know what they doing. Oh man, I'm sorry I grabbed your Johnson, man. Yo, these niggas, yo, sneaky Lincoln, get out of here. And it's fucked up because a lot of women be like, yo, my man ain't, and then find out, yo, my man was with a man. Like, yeah, goofy shit, man. And it's always the niggas like you really like. It's the motherfucker that always acts extra gangster. That like I don't know how to really say it. Like there's always that guy that's like always extra gangster, but when he by yourself with like y'all two together, he always doing saying creepy homo shit, right? He like, I see this nigga right here, man. I see this motherfucker right here. Yo, good looking NAD. Yo, we almost hit that 10 boy. Y'all know why the fuck I give it up. Zay dollar random. We outside, inside, we everywhere. I'm about to light up a L, smoke a ciggy. Good looking for the 8. I appreciate it. Go see Odyssey. Replay this little conversation. We talking real shit. That's what we doing here. A lot of people don't respect my channel because all we do is talk that real spill, man. And it's actually comical, right? When we talk it, because it's like, yo, These fools really be outside trying to make me think you's a straight man and you over here wearing dresses. Get your ass out of here. Yeah, Nene, let's all smoke right here. L's up, everybody. L's up, man. Remember the good old days where you could meet people and spark them up and smoke, have good time, share stories, where you from? Oh, that's cool. I never been there, right? Now, no niggas don't. Hey, they don't want to talk. Everybody got a gun. You know what I mean? Everybody got a gun, but nobody know how to fight. Ain't that the funny shit, right? That is funny to me, man. Everybody got a gun, but nobody know how to fight. That's a funny statement. That's a dope ass shirt, if you ask me. Somebody make that shirt, man. Give me proceeds. But what up, y'all? My father was alive, 102 years old, World War II veteran. Yo, shout out to the father, man. Shout out to Papa Bear. I never watched it, B. Let me see, B. Hey, Nene, what's the rapper name on P Valley? That's I never seen that shit either. There's a rapper on it. Um, the only one I ain't gonna lie is I saw BMF, and BMF has Little Meech, but he's not a rapper. But I that's the only and wasn't Kendrick Lamar and one of those 50 Cent's joints too? Yeah, he puts rappers. Yo, if you don't know 50 Cent, a real solid one, man. He was the only one sending Fetty Wap money when he was in jail. He was the only one standing up for the baby when he went through his homosexual slur. Yeah, a lot of craziness, man. P Valley sounds like a dope show. Right now, I'm watching Silo, House of Dragons, and Rick and Morty. You heard? Of course, Rick and Morty's for me, and Silo, and the other one's the wife. Oh, we saw this show called 56 Days. Yo, Nene D, please watch 56 Days. Everybody, you gonna thank me later. 6 days, man. You're gonna be like, Zay put me on. This Spanish nigga got me. Now 50 really, yo. So I forgot who was boxing, but long story short, Shorty worked at a paper mill. She got tickets to the Barclays, always the suite. One time, somebody passed on the tickets and she got them. So we go to the suite. I go to I go in the hallway, find a bathroom to go take a piss. I see, 50 got this neck, right? I don't know. You could just, I'm like, yo, unit. Word to Mommyville. They all turned around. I walked, approached them, shook 50 hand. That nigga hand made me, when you shake a nigga hand, oh, 50, what's going on here? 50. Tony was there, Uncle, and no Lloyd, but and two big security guards. You know what I'm saying? But they were chill, and they suite was right next door. So I was just like, I had footage, but the phone, I get you phone. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the days, you would bring your phone and they would do like an easy transfer pictures. Now it seems like, oh, I gotta do that. And that's why they like the cloud, because the cloud they just grab it from there. But yo, just transfer my shit. Why is it always a fucking headache now with everything? Always a subscription, always a payment. Like, just do your job, nigga. Nobody want to do they actual job, right? Niggas want to. Oh, everybody want to do everybody else's job, but they is weirdos. Yo, happy birthday, Pops Smoke. Yo, he went to Chanel. On the bags was the Airbnb address he was staying at. Somebody paused it, zoomed in, and that's how. Isn't that corny? Like, look at the effort you put in. But then you ask them, yo, can you mow your mom's grass? Yo, can you do something for the community? No effort, no push. Yo, you guys want to go try to rob a Kia or go drive and drill? Niggas will put 150% in that motion. What? Corny as fuck. Then when they get locked up, they crying. Make it make sense. Stop crying. Do your time. If you do the crime, you gotta do the time. Wasn't that the saying? Not perfect timing because you always crying. You know what I mean? Robert Kia, right? These Kia boys. Yo, look at us, man. Yeah, funny, yeah. All you did was make that motherfucker get a new car, stupid. He had his shit proper, right? But yeah, cheeseburger, we outside, we out of here. Y'all don't know, man. 1989 Toyota Corollas had master key. I don't know how my boy got it, but for some reason they designed this car with one key opened the door, did the engine, and did the trunk. One key did all of those joints. Then, in the 90s, you started having two keys for, you know what I'm saying? Or a key for each, right? They wasn't playing. But now you got motherfucker with Teslas that if it's too cold, the fucking doorknob don't pop out and you can't even drive your car, man. Some weirdo shit, right? And the thing is, it's funny. The things we're complaining about, they never have solutions about. The things we don't complain, they always want to try to fix it. We never complained about the automobiles. We never did actually. Remember the Viper when that bitch came out? My man bought a yellow Viper. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Extra long body, you heard? Should look like a Batmobile. Yeah, happy heavenly birthday, Pop Smoke. Moment of silence. If you could W's up in the chat for that. Word, man. He was a good soul, good musician, good artist. We lost another good one, y'all. And I hate when we do that. I hate that society just made it a norm to lose people, man. Because you don't know what they have to offer. You don't know if King Vaughn in 5 years was going to be, the frontal lobe grown in and a better man, better version of him. Who knows? Who knows, right? And then everybody is so into this. Well, if I die, I'm gonna go to heaven. Yo, what if you die and that's it? Do everything good now, man. Stop worrying about death, man. Do your human life now here good, 100% positive. Try to be, a good soul, and then worry about that other shit. Everybody, yo, I don't care, man. When I go, I'm gonna be a dolphin, nigga. Shut up, nigga. When you go, what if it's game over, nigga, for real, and you did shit? They got that shit. You might go to purgatory, or they used to tell us, yo, if you didn't complete what you were supposed to complete, like your job, you get reincarnated again and again. No, don't tell these stupid niggas that. They think they gonna, and then for some reason you don't remember your old life. So shut up, get out of here. When you gone, you gone. So try to do right, not wrong. L's up, everybody. W's and that. Shout out to Vaughn, man. Shout out to Vaughn, man. Shout out to Vaughn Ito, you heard? You know, never knew the man, never, you know what I mean? Liked his music, just, can't tell you if he was a serial killer or not, whatever. Sometimes you can only, represent the human that you know by what the human showed you. If a nigga not showing me that nonsense, I'm not gonna remember him bad. I'm gonna remember him how he should, right? I don't know. Some niggas is just they don't know that they lame, so it's whatever, man. Not my chat. My chat, we on it. Look at this discussion. You heard? You think Castanet will have some shit like this? Nope. Nigga talk about his ex girl or some shit. University streaming, fake college because they never been to one. Stupid. Too busy online, and then they like, oh, isn't that the gift and the curse? Like, yo, and it's only like when you think about it, only a few of them made it. I show Kai. So with that being said, a lot of people missed out on life just being in the room, streaming. That's not the way to move, man. Not the way to move, man. Especially the way these platforms. Oh, we got the tempo. 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 Yo, zaydolla1. That's what I needed. We gonna end this properly. I see y'all tomorrow, though. In fact, I see y'all Wednesday. I'm gonna take off mañana. Don't worry. I still upload shorts. Support my shorts. Give me them hearts, comments. Love the kid. I'm gonna do the same on y'all channels. You know how I get down. zaydolla1 random. I appreciate you, Jimmy, Hashana, Nene D, Christy, Cheeseburger, B. We in the fucking building, man. Jacob, we had a great Regina. We had a great one, man. Mwah. Thanks everybody for rocking with the kid. Thanks for the 10, man. That means a lot to me, man. We 110 minutes in. We had a great one. See y'all it's Wednesday. Let's make it Wednesday. And I'll do a little post tomorrow saying, you know what I'm saying? Yo, B, salute, man. Good looking for the boot, man. Put your feet on some grass, man. $8, random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. You already know how the fuck we get down, man. Yeah, no Pope, but catch up with you, cuz. Yo, Jimmy. Hold this hug, being Jimmy. Y'all niggas, y'all know the deal, man. Jimmy, I appreciate you, pa. Thank you for your energy, too, man. $8, random. Everybody have a great day. Regina, we're talking more about Bon Jovi. Have a great one. Yo, babe, my wife, I love you. Have a great one, Juju. Everybody have a great one, man. Huepa, tú sabes, mi gente, puertorriqueño.